Come with Apollo and bridal dread number found. Dip the purple of passion prayer in the crimson shrine, the scarlet snare, the soul that startles in eyes of blue to watch thy wantonness weeping through the tangled grove, the gnarled bole of the living tree that is spirit and soul and body and gloomy. My man, come with trumpets sounding shrill over hill. Come with drums low muttering from the spring. Come with flute and come with pipe. Am I not right? I wait and writhe and wrestle with air that hath no boughs to nestle. My body weary of empty clasp, strong as a lion and sharp as an axe. Come, oh come, I am numb with the lonely lust of devil done. Thrust the sword through the galling fetter, all devour, all begetter. Give me the sign of the open eye and the token erect of fight and the word of madness and mystery. Open, 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 open. Do as thou wilt as a open. I am awake. Grip of the snake, the eagle slashes with beak and claw, the gods withdraw. The great beasts come, you'll I am bonded to death on the horn of the unicorn. I am pen, your pen, your pen, pen, pen. I am thy maid, I am thy man, God of thy flock, I am gold, I am God, flesh to thy bone, flower to thy rod, with hoofs of steel, I race on the rocks through solstice, stubborn to equinox, and I rave, and I rape, and I rip, and I rend, everlasting world without end. Mannequin maiden, maiden man in the might of pen. Your pen, 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 pen. We all pen, your pen, your pen, your pen, your pen, your pen, your pen. Shrill over the ray, come with drums low, muttering. waiting from the spring. Come with flute and come with pipe, and light up brave. I who wait and the rest go, and have no bows to nestle. My body weary of empty clasp, strong as a lion and sharp as an asp. Come, oh come, I am done with the lonely lust of devil dumb. Thrust the sword through the galling fetter, all divider, all begetter. Give me the sign of the open eye and the token of thorny thigh and the pond, your pond, your pond, pond. I am a man, do as thou wilt, as a great God can. From the grip of the snake, the eagle slashes with beak and claw. The gods withdraw, the great beasts come. I am born to death on the horn of the unicorn. I am Pan, your Pan, your Pan, I am thy mate, I am a man, God of thy throne. I am bound, I am brood, false till I wait, throw into thy blood, with hoofs of steel I race on the rocks, the solstice stubborn to echoing knocks, and I wait, everlasting world with no end, your plan, your plan, your plan.
Hand to Pan, thrill with lissome lust of the light, oh man, my man, come careering out of the night of Pan, Eopan, 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 come over the sea, from Sicily and from Argentine. Romanus Bacchus with founts and parts and nymphs and satyrs for thy guards, and the milk white ass come over the sea to me, to me. Come with a poppin' bridal dress, shepherdess and pythoness. Come with Artemis, full dawn of the ember fount, at the purple of passionate prayer, in the crimson shrine and the scarlet snare, garland bowl of the living tree, thy spirit and soul and body and brain come over the sea, O Pan, Eopan, devil or God, to me, to me. My man, come with trumpets sounding shrill all over the hill. Come with drums low muttering from the spring. Come with flute and come with pipe. Am I not right? I who wait and wrestle with air that hath no pulse to nestle my body weary of empty glass. Strong as a lion and sharp as an ass. Come, oh come, I am numb with the lonely lust of devildom. Thrust a sword through the galling fetter, all devourer, all begetter. Give me the sign of the open eye, and the token erect of thorny thigh, and the word of madness and mystery. O Pan, O Pan, O Pan, am gold, I am God. Flesh to thy bone, flower to thy rod, with hoofs of steel I race on the rocks, through solstice stubborn to equinox, and I rave and I rape and I rip and I rend, everlasting world without end, mannequin maiden, maiden man in the might of Pan, Eopan, Eopan, Pan, Pan, Eopan, Eopan.
Here to pass through the mist of lust of the light. Oh man, my man. Oh pan, Pan, come over the sea. From Sicily and from Arcadia, roaming as bucks with fawns and parts, and nymphs and satyrs for thy guards. On a milk ass, come over the sea to me, to me. Come with Apollo in bridal dress,
Shepherdess and mindfulness,
come with art in his silken short,
and wash thy white thigh, beautiful God.
in the moon of the woods on the marble mount, the dimpled dawn of the amber fount, dip the purple of passionate prayer in the crimson shrine, the scarlet snare, the soul that sparkles in eyes of blue, to watch thy wantonness weeping through the tongue that ruffles the gnarled gold of the living tree, that is spirit and soul and body and brain. Come over the sea,
Eopan, Eopan.
devil or God, to me, my man, come with trumpets sounding shrill over the hill, come with drums low muttering from the spring, come with flutes and come with pipe and I go wait and ride and wrestle with air that hath no vows to listen. My body weary of empty task, strong as a lion and sharp as an ass.
Come, oh come, I am young.
With the lonely lust of devildom, thrust the sword through the galling fetter. Oh, devourer, oh, begetter! The sign of the open mind and the token erased of thorny vine, the word of madness and mystery. Oh, come, Eopan, 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 pan, 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 I am a man. Do as thou wilt, as a great God can.
Oh, Eopan, 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 I am awake.
In the grip of the snake, the eagle slashes with beak and claw. The gods withdraw, the great beasts come. Eopan, I am born into death on the horn of the unicorn. I am Pan, Eopan, Eopan, Pan, 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 Pan. I am thy mate, I am thy man. Goat of thy flock, I am gold, I am God. Flesh to thy bone, flower to thy rod. With hoofs of steel I race on the rocks, through solstice stubborn to equinox. And I rave and I rape and I rip and I rend, everlasting world without end. Mannequin maiden,
From over the sea.
From Sicily and from Arcady, roaming as Bacchus with fauns and pards and nymphs and satyrs. For thy guides on a milk-white ass come over the sea to me, to me. Come with Apollo in bridal dress.
Shepherdess and faithfulness.
Come with Artemis silken shod and wash thy white thigh, beautiful God, in the moon of the woods on the marble mount, the dimpled dawn of the amber fount. Dip the purple of passionate prayer in the crimson shrine, the scarlet snare, the soul that startles in eyes of blue to watch thy wantonness weeping through the tangled grove, the gnarled bole of the living tree that is spirit and soul and body and brain. Come over the sea, devil or God, to me, my mind, come with trumpets sounding shrill over the hill. Come with drums low muttering from the spring. Come with flute and come with pipe. Am I not right? I who wait and writhe and wrestle with air that hath no boughs to nestle, my body weary of empty clasp, strong as a lion and sharp as an asp. Come, oh come, I am numb with the lonely lust of devildom. Thrust the sword through the galling fetter, oh devourer, oh begetter. I'm meant to pan, thrill with bliss on the lust of the light. Oh man, my man, come careering out of the night. Of Pan, your Pan, your Pan, your Pan. Come over the sea. From Sicily and from Arcady, roaming as Bacchus with fauns and pards, and nymphs and satyrs for thy guards on a milk-white ass. Come over the sea to me. Bridal dress, shepherdess and pipe, God in the moon of the woods on the marble mount, the dimpled dawn of the amber found. Dip the pearl wantonness weeping through the tangled grove, the gnarled bole of the living tree that is spirit and soul and body. Devil of God to me. Devil of God to me, my man, my man. Come with trumpets sounding shrill over the hill. Come with drums low muttering from the spring. Come with flute and come with pipe. Am I not right? I who wait and writhe and wrestle with air that hath no boughs to nestle, my body weary of empty clasp, strong as a lion and sharp as an asp. Come, oh.
don't think there's a such thing as a mistake.
I am known with the lonely lust of devildom, thrust the sword through the galling fetter, all divine begetter. Lust of the light. Oh man, my man, come careering out of the night of panic and from Arcadia, roaming as backwards with me. Come with Apollo and bright dress, shepherdess and pipefulness. With Artemis silken shod, and wash thy white thigh, beautiful God, in the moon of the woods on Marble Mount, the dimpled dawn of the amber fount, in the purple of passionate prayer, in the crimson shrine, the scarlet snare, the soul that startles in eyes of blue, to watch thy woman as sweeping through the tangled grove, the gnarly bole of the living tree that is spirit, soul, and body and brain. Come on to see, Patty, oh Patty, devil or God to me, to me.
It's five. It's five.
My man, come with trumpets sounding shrill over the hill, come with drums low muttering from the spring, come with shooting, come with fight, and I'd wait and ride and wrestle without it half no bows to nestle, my body weary of empty clasp, strong as a lion in showers and ass. Come, I am the devil down, thrust the sword through the galling fetter, all devour, all together. No panic, no panic.
A federal judge is ruling the Illinois law allowing undocumented college students to pay in-state tuition at public.
know that in 1984, disability rights activists
Real with some lust of the light, oh man, my man, come careering out of the night of pen, your pen, your pen, your pen, your pen, see. From Sicily and from Arcady, rolling his backers with farms and parts and nymphs and satyrs, four light guards on a milk white ass. Come over the sea to me, to me. Come with Apollo and bridal dress, shepherdess and pythoness. Come with Artemis, silk and shard, and wash thy white, thy beautiful garden. The moon of the woods on the marble mount, the dimpled dawn of the amber fount, at the purple of passionate prayer, in the crimson shrine, the scarlet snare, the soul that startles and eyes of blue, to watch thy oneness weeping through the tangled growth, and your lit bowl, the living tree that is spirit and soul and body and brain. Come over the sea, oh man, oh man, oh man. Devil or God, to me, to me, to me, to me. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Come with trumpets sounding shrill over the hill. Come with drums low muttering from the spring. Come with flute and come with pipe. Am I not right? Oh, wait, and I can wrestle with that have no cause to nestle my body, weary of empty glass, strong as a lion, sharp as an axe. Come on, come on with the loneliness, come down, down, press the sword through the galling fetter, I'll devour, I'll begetter. Regardless on the lust of the light, oh man, my man, come in your pan, your pan, your pan. Come over the sea from Sicily and from Arcady, roaming as Bacchus with fawns and pards, and nymphs and satyrs for thy guards on a milk white ass. Come over the sea to me, to me. Come with Apollo in Artemis, silken shod, and wash thy white thigh, beautiful God. In the moon of the woods, on the marble mound, the dimpled dawn of the amber found. Dip the purple of passionate prayer in the crimson shrine, the scarlet snare, the soul that startles in eyes of blue to watch thy wantonness weeping the dim grove, the gnarled bole of the living tree that is spirit and soul and body and brain. Come over the sea, devil or God, to me. My men, come with trumpets sounding shrill. Over the hill, come with drums low muttering from the spring. Come with flute and come with pipe, am I not right? I who wait and ride and wrestle with air that hath no boughs to nestle, my body weary of empty clasps, strong as a lion and sharp as an ass. Come, oh come, with the lonely lust of devildom. Thrust the sword through the galling fetter, all devour, all begetter. Give me the sign of the open eye, the pull of the red, the thorny thigh, and the word of madness and mystery. Open, open, pan, I am a man. Do as thou wilt, as a great God can. Oh, Penny, oh, Penny, oh, Penny, oh, Penny. I am awake. Grip of the snake, the eagle slashes with beak and claw, the gods withdraw, the great beasts come. Eopan, I am born to death on the horn of the unicorn. I am gone. Eopan. Roll of thy flock, I am gold, I am God. Flesh to thy bone, flan to thy rock. With hoofs of steel, I race on the rocks. Through solstice, stubborn to equinox. And I rave, and I rave, and I rave, and I rave. Mannequin maiden, maiden man, in the might of
Into Pan, through with lissom lust of the light. Oh man, my man, come careering out of the night. Oh Pan, oh Pan, oh Pan, oh Pan, come over the sea. From Sicily and from Arcady, room in his Bacchus with fawns and pards, and nymphs and satyrs for thy guards. On a milk-white ass, come over the sea to me, to me. Come with Apollo in bridal dress, Shipperess and Pythoness. Come with Artemis, silken shod, and wash thy white thigh, beautiful God. In the moon of the world, and the marble mounds, the dimpled dawn of the amber mounds, dip the purple of passionate prayer in the crimson shrine, the scarlet stare, and a soul that startles in eyes of blue to watch thy wantonness weeping through. The temple grow, the gnarled bowl of the living tree, that is spirit and soul and body and brain come over the sea. Lord God, to me, my man, my man. Come with trumpet sounding shrill over the hill. Come with drums low muttering from the spring. Come with flute and come with pipe, am I not right? I who wait and writhe and wrestle with hair that hath no brows to nestle, my body weary of empty clasp, strong as a lion and sharp as an asp. Come, oh come, I am numb with the lonely lust of devildoms. Thrust the sword through the guarding fetter of the hour. All
Through his face and lost of life. Oh man, come careering out at night. Oh, penny, passionately and from arms and parts, and nymphs and satyrs for thy guards. On a milk-white ass, come over the sea. To me. Come with Apollo in bridal dress, shepherdess and pythoness. Come with Artemis, silken shawl, and wash thy white thigh, beautiful God, in the moon of the woods, on the marble mount. To Pan, thrill with bliss on lost over the light. Oh man, my man, come careering out of the night. Oh Pan, you Pan, you Pan, you Pan, come over the sea, from Sicily and from Arcady. Roaming as Bacchus with fawns and pards, and nymphs and satyrs for thy guards. On a milk-white ass, come over the sea to me, to me. Come with Apollo in bridal dress, shepherdess for pythoness. Come with Bacchus, silken shod, and wash thy white thigh, beautiful God, in the moon of the woods, on the marble mount, the dimpled dawn of the amber fount, with the purple of passion prayer, in the crimson shrine, the scarlet snare, the soul that startles in eyes of blue, to watch thy wantonness weeping through the tangled grove, the gnarled bough of the living tree, that is spirit and soul and body and brain. Come over the sea, down, Lord God, to me. fluttering from the spring. Come with flute and rave and wrestle with all as a lion and sharp as a mask. Come, oh come, I am numb with a lonely lust of devil dumb. Thrust the sword through the galling fetter, all devoured, all begetter. Give me the sign of the open eye and the token erect of thorny thigh and the word of madness and mystery. Opan, 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 pan, 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 pan. I am a man. Do as I will, 'cause a great God can. Opan, opan, opan. I am awake in the grip of a snake. The eagle slashes with beak and claw. The gods withdraw. A great beast called to death on the horn of the unicorn. I am I am thy mate. I am thy man. God of thy flock. I am gold. I am God. Flesh to thy bone. Flower to thy rod. With hoofs of steel I race on the rocks. Through solstice stubborn to equinox. And I rave, and I rape, and I rip, and I rend. Everlasting world without end. Mannequin, maiden, maenad, men in the might of time. Thrill with listen, lust of the light. Oh man, my man, come careering out of the night of Pan, Eopan, Eopan, come over the sea. From Sicily and from Arcady, roaming as Bacchus with fawns and cards and nymphs and satyrs for thy guards on a milk-white ass. Come over the sea to me, to me. Come with Apollo in bridal dress, shepherdess and piper. Come with Artemis, silken shod, and wash thy white thigh, beautiful God, in the moon of the woods, on the marble mound, the dimpled dawn of the amber fount. Did the purple passionate prayer, the crimson shrine, the starlit snow, the soul that startles in eyes of blue, to watch thy wantonness weeping through the tangled grove, the gnarled bole of the living tree that is spirit and soul and body and brain. Come over the sea. Devil or God with trumpet sounding shrill over the hill. Come with drums low muttering from the spring. Come with flute and
What up, Daniela? Hello? What do you have to?
I'm just getting like a couple like outdoor lights that the contractor moving over to sell them. So I gotta get some more lights.
Nice. Your dogs can destroy those too, then.
Yeah, Maximus has done a lot of damage up there. Has done a lot of damage. It's rough times right now.
Time to find him a new owner.
I know. I'm gonna put him in a retirement home. She wants $1,800 a month for him.
Oh my gosh.
I know. horses.
Yeah.
So I bought it from this place called Tractor Supply, and they have this beast. I take it too. Like you're supposed to take it too. Like it's really good for it kills ivermectin paste for horses, and it kills parasites, and it apparently kills like cancer causing stuff too. So that's actually really good to do a detox. So like for me, like when I'm doing the detox, I'm taking it a couple times, and you do like 5 days, and you take like kind of like a diet-sized amount, like for like a week, and it kills like all the worms basically. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing. And so yeah, I need to do it for my dog too. So my family's so awful, John. You gotta listen to this. You know, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So yesterday there was a family meeting about like my parents' like trust estate. You know, like for like inheritance and stuff. And so they've been having like they hired my sister over these past years to be like the liaison basically with the attorney, their attorney, so the estate planning attorney. So instead of my parents talking to the attorney directly, they have the L basically talking to the attorney, and L's the one telling the attorney it's supposed to be with my parents' direction, but Yael still does what she wants and has things written the way she wants to her benefit in the agreement. So they want to have like one trust for like all the kids, and if kids, 4 of us kids, are not supposed to get like any money, right? Like anything from the estate. It's supposed to go to the grandkids, the attorney just looks at Yael. Because that's the way my parents set it up, and the attorney is like super rude to me. Like one time I was on the call just a few weeks ago, like a month, like 4 nights ago, and the attorney like refused to talk on a conference call when I was on the call. Hello. I get off the phone. So anyway, this like attorney is not just drafting the trust. She's also supposed to be like the trust protector to protect the trust. So her name's written in my trust, but like it's still in there. So anyway, Yael is like just like I don't know whatever Yael you knew back in the day. She's like a horrible person. She's just a horrible person. So yesterday.
Projection.
God forbid there's a horrible person on the internet.
Projection order. Projection order. The projection detection system has been activated. Projection.
Did you know that there's horrible people on the internet? My sister.
You can hard-boil an egg.
This is a lot of stuff that my parents taught me. Basically. I actually took my oven pre-hard-boiled from Costco in the refrigerator section.
Nice.
So, hold on a second. So.
This girl doesn't call me to talk to me. She calls me to use me as her therapist.
Sorry to hear that. What's your bill rate per hour? So, anyway, long story short, she's telling my parents I should be like have silent voting rights. No, like no voting rights. Like be a silent beneficiary. Have no voting rights. This is what she's telling them. And she's like, oh, like going off and off, all this bullshit stuff. So then my mom, the meeting was supposed to be over, so I leave the room. And actually, my mom was kicking me out anyways. So then my mom calls the rabbi. She calls the rabbi, and I was like right outside the door, around the corner, so she didn't know I was there. So she calls the rabbi, and she asks the rabbi, what does Judaism say? What does the Judaism say about not giving your kids like equal, like basically cutting me out of the estate and the inheritance of the estate? What does Judaism say about cutting cutting a child out of of the estate. And so, she said dysfunctional child. That's what she says. She says dysfunctional. And she says, and then he says, who is it? Which child? Like, cause she knows my parents are good kids, right? He knows the guy. He's been in the family, like the Jewish community here for years, right? So she says, Bechor. In Hebrew, that means the firstborn. And all my siblings are in the room, right? So this is us. So then the rabbi is calling my mom on the phone. She had it on speakerphone. And my dad was there too. Oh, no, you cannot do this. You have to give equal.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, like, and then my mom in front of all my siblings. Yeah, that's what she taught. It's pretty wild, John.
Well, haven't you been going through this type of like abusive relationship for many years now?
Yeah, it's been many years. And like, did I tell you what happened in Mexico? I think I told you, did I?
I think so, but what happened again?
So in Mexico, so Yael has been spearheading this estate planning on behalf of my parents, which is just bullshit. Like she was never my parents are paying her by the hour and paying the attorney to do all the stuff for the estate. So they've been having Yael basically has their estate doing their estate stuff for the last 10 years that my mom started working on this.
Mm-hmm.
And but they only the other kids are not included in the conversation. The other kids are not included. They only have a conversation basically between my mom, Yael, and Yael just has my mom in her little pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And it's my mom, Yael, and the attorney. And my dad's like not that involved. My dad has his opinion and he comes and gives his opinion, but he doesn't actually read any of the documents or know what anything says. So yesterday's meeting was supposed to be like they wanted us to all come and sign to be trustees of the estate. So a few months ago, before Mexico, when they said the first draft, it said there was a final, I took it to an attorney and I said, had him go over it and had his opinion. And he basically said, don't sign it. If you sign it, then you have no, he said, you don't need to sign it. Like, he said, unless you sign it, then you have, if you sign it, you have to stay by the agreement. But if you don't, you can sue later. Because my dad was trying to put clauses in saying to not be able to sue. Like he was specifically saying he didn't want any of the kids to be able to sue.
Mm-hmm.
So the attorney was saying don't sign it. And even don't sign it to be trustee. Like there's no benefit to be trustee anyways, because you think there's a benefit, but there's really not. Because like my parents want 2 trustees at all times, and there's no literally 0 benefit. Like you just write the checks and distribute the money. But we're talking about a huge estate. My parents are super wealthy,
Mm-hmm.
so it's like multi-million-dollar estate. So basically, so I was coming to the meeting today, I was not planning to sign. Everybody else signed back before Mexico. So anyway, so within in Mexico, so what happens? So a long time ago, originally my mom said, oh, you guys can set up your own LLCs and then we'll transfer properties into your LLC, into each of the kids' LLCs separately. And so at the time, I set up an LLC in Washington. Well, my mom asked for the names of the LLCs we wanted, and then my mom was going to set it up. And I told my mom at the time, I said, set it up as I'm the owner of the LLC, not you. And she didn't listen because the L was the one setting it up, and the L set it up in my parents' name. And I've been telling my mom ever since the last few years, I said, change it to my name. Why is my LLC she changed it to my name, which it's still not changed. And I had paid the previous renewal fee on my credit card. Before that, my parents were paying, and Yael told me that she would change the fee. So I asked Yael in the morning for the credit card because she had my parents' credit card. for this, for the business stuff, and she refused to give it to me. And she was staying in a different unit with her family, and I was staying in the second bedroom in my parents' unit, and my other brothers were there in separate units as well. And so then I went to my dad and I asked him for the credit card, and he didn't really ask me what it was for. He just gave it to me. So I go to my bedroom, I'm laying on my bed, and I was going to do the renewal for that LLC on my parents' credit card because I paid the last one online and it was still in my name. So Yael comes, she had a meeting with my parents about business because she manages the Mexico units with the local property manager in Mexico, but she does the rentals for them. So they had a meeting to discuss with my mom. She was trying to discuss with my mom about that. And she comes in the unit in a storm. First of all, she was extremely nervous the whole time in Mexico. She was completely stressed out and total bitch. And so she comes storming in the unit and she starts yelling at both my parents, saying, "Oh, don't give Debbie the credit card. She's stealing from you. She's stealing from you." You know, and going off and off. So I was in the bedroom, laying on my bed, with the credit card, about to put it in my phone and do the renewal. And so I was I just came out of the bedroom in a storm. And I was like, "How dare you?" And I was telling my parents, telling my parents what this is she's this is I was yelling at my parents because she was yelling, and I was saying, "No, you're wrong. How dare she attack my character and all this." And my mom didn't even want to have to listen to what I had to say. She was just listening to my sister. And then my dad goes in the other bed, in his bedroom, and then the next thing. And so when I first came out, Yael. So I came out of the storm, and Yael put her forearm up above her head. And then I came right to her, and she acted like she was gonna hit me, but I knew she probably wouldn't hit me first or anything. But she acted like she was. So I put my forearm up above my head, and I pushed her back with that. And so she starts yelling, crying wolf, saying, "Debbie's hitting me. She's hitting me. Stop hitting me. Stop hitting me." So my dad comes out of the bedroom in the storm. He didn't know what happened, and he knocks me to the ground. And knocks me to the ground with a judo move, and had me on my back and was on top of me, holding me down. And then Yael comes over and is holding me down as well with him, because I was kicking. I was "Let me up, let me up." And now I'm screaming at the top of my lungs, and I'm trying to get up, right, get him off of me. And I was screaming because I wanted the neighbors to hear, because I know that's the only way he's gonna release me. So he ended up breaking all my fingernails off, and I was all bloody, and he was also bleeding because I was kicking and trying to get him off of me, and so I was basically scratching or whatever. So he was bloody too on his face, and that was New Year's Eve. That was December 31st, New Year's Eve. So the very next morning. So I was really crying, obviously, and very hurt, physically, emotionally, everything. Just the fact that Yael attacked my character, my parents. My parents are only listening to her, not listening to me at all. And the very next morning after New Year's Eve, Yael was leaving to go back to Seattle with her family. So she never talked to me. She left the unit. She caused that storm and left Seattle. Left Mexico, and the next day my dad apologized, saying he didn't know what happened, but it's half apology, and he gave me money to go get my nails done in Mexico, and
Sugar daddy.
And yeah,
Sugar
and then
daddy.
Whatever, a few days later, they left, and I stayed longer. So that night I went out with my girlfriend to Mexico for New Year's, and I was in a really bad mood, obviously. It's hard to enjoy New Year's when you're just been beat up, attacked, and by a family. And Yael is can do no harm, no damage in my parents' eyes. So they neither of them put much clout on it at all. like on the situation. They just moved on and keep hanging out and inviting her and her kids over and doing stuff with her and her kids and going out and going on vacation, other vacations and blah blah blah, on and on. And meanwhile, like Yale, like didn't even take responsibility for it. Never like apologized properly. Like didn't even take responsibility. She just said sorry, like for like basically like our shared responsibility for the incident. So send me like some stupid text message, something like that. Which was not even like a real apology. And to back up from this, years ago when like Yale hurt her back when she was still living in LA at the time. And she came to Mexico. I wheeled her all around Mexico in a fucking wheelchair because she could not walk. She had wheeled her all around. This time I knew she was dressed too. And I do everything for her. Like I'm so nice to her. And I had no idea how jealous she was of me until this last trip, until my friends actually in Mexico who I told what happened. I told them what happened. They said, yeah, she's so jealous of you. And it didn't even like occur to me before that. Because what happened was she was stuck with her 4 kids in Mexico, and I invited her a couple of times out with my girlfriends in Mexico, and she didn't come. But I did invite her out. I said, maybe you want to come, hang out, like enjoy. And she didn't come. And then and I also even like made an appointment for her at my doctor in Mexico to like go get Botox, and like she asked me to go with her. And I made the appointment, and I went with her in a taxi, and like I'm like so nice to her, and she was bitching at me the whole time. Oh, you're late. I told you I'd go after my workout, and like that doctor, like
This is like the testimony of a bitch.
And then I invited her to my cycling class. I have a cycling class that I go to.
It's got a cycling class.
It's super fun in the mornings. It's like a club, like this, like great energy. I mean, it's like the best cycling class. So I invited her to come with me, and I said, bring clothes to change and shop there.
She didn't bring that.
And then afterwards we'll go to breakfast, like in the marina. It's right in the marina. Like there's a million restaurants. I have a favorite restaurant I go to like every day. And the cycling class, like the cycling class is like a DJ in the morning, like this gay guy. She was like, this is your life, like this is not.
Sorry, Danielle, I'm gonna have to send you a bill. Charge $215 for psychotherapeutic services.
That incident went down. And my girlfriends and everybody else around me said it's all jealousy. So it was very, the whole thing was just so disturbing. So disturbing. Yeah. And this is where we are. And then yesterday.
Where are you?
Like she's literally in there telling my parents.
That is a stupid bitch. Don't give that bitch anything.
Oh, okay. Well, what about this and this and this? Because there's stuff that are like not in the group agreement. Like there's the group agreement that
This bitch doesn't even have a job. She doesn't work. Sitting here fighting with her family over millions of dollars.
Give it to me! It's mine! I made that money!
And like she even put in her parents' head not to give me like not to make me.
She put it into her parents. It's your parents.
Like she even put that in her head. They're like, oh, you don't do enough sales. I was like, I'm just doing sales for Landlord Group forever, and I just had like 2 listings in the last 6 months. Like
2 listings in 6 months. Bitch, that's horrible work ethic. 1 listing a month. Can't even make a living.
Like, I don't need to, but this is the kind of like crap she puts in my parents' heads. I even heard her yesterday in the meeting after I left the room saying, oh, well, what about the Landmark Group? Is she going to be part of that? Oh, what about like the K1, that's selling management, like she's terrible, I'm telling you. And she just has my parents in her little back pocket, and they just are circling around her kids. And, and my mom's pissed at me because I'm not married and I don't have kids. That's like the only reason that she calls me the bear. In her eyes, that's like the biggest thing, I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not the right man, Like, but that's like, she's like, oh, these are not our values, just partying all the time, Okay? Like, just terrible.
This is
And
getting
it's
called out.
so bad.
Called out.
So bad. Yeah.
Well, you know, I'm happy to provide these psychotherapeutic services for you, but I'm gonna have to send you an invoice. I charge $2.50 an hour for psychotherapy and communication crisis consulting. It's a pleasure doing business with you.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, you are in a pickle jar.
Yeah, it's so sad, John. So sad. So
It's
this
so
is
crazy because it's like, you know, it's like, God, families can't even get along.
it's so bad. And then my other brother Michael, you know, I told you about that situation with the dog a few years ago that he did
Yeah.
his son. So there was a time like that Michael and I weren't talking because of the situation with the dog. And then my other brother at the time with the dog was terrible. And ever since then I don't really talk to him. Okay. Because he really like came after me. He did like in a lot of different ways. I can tell you, like they contacted like animal control, and then like that's what my other brother did. And then he went like he was trying to get me to agree to get this like third party evaluator to come evaluate the dog. So basically that she would write a letter and then they would use that against me to try and like kill my dog. Okay, this is what my other brother did. So ever since then, he never apologized. I don't talk to him. I haven't even met his children. Like I don't even know like exactly where he lives. He never invited me over and never tried to like make amends. You know, maybe he like said, oh, maybe he did a couple times send me like,
I'm not gonna make amends. You have to make amends.
Like, take a walk with you and try and like move forward or something like that. He said he never apologized for anything. And the day that
have you ever apologized for anything?
The day after, he instead of like
hello,
at the time he lived
hello,
like 2 blocks down from me on the same street. And instead of like coming over and yelling at me, and
you gotta come over to my house.
Knocking on the door.
I'll call you. Don't call me.
He sent a terrible like letter to the entire family, saying how like my dog should basically be put down and quoted like RCSCW laws he like found online and bullshit, and how like that should be called that my brother should call animal control and take my dog away, all this stuff. So ever since then, like I have not talked to him. And I don't care.
And I thought I had friction with my sister.
And so, yeah. And the family, because I'm the only one who's not married and no kids, and that's the only reason.
Well, that's the only reason.
Have
you ever apologized for anything?
Reason. So, the biggest thing why my mom is calling me dysfunctional and why my
well, you do party a lot, you know.
Shit like that. So anyway, so my brother Michael, so that brother I just told you about, that's Lori.
Hello.
Child.
This girl needs Clubhouse. She'd be perfect for it, right?
You know, we've kind of like made up and like we're on talking terms and stuff, and like I have a listing, but like I told him when I was out of town, I was like, would you cover for me? So he said, yeah, sure I will. So he did cover for me. And we had like a lot of back and forth with the offers and all that. And he did help me out, and like we are talking terms now. Like our relationship's better. He even had his wife like wish me happy birthday on my birthday, you know. And so
when is your birthday? I don't know. Do I care?
Anyway,
no.
Situation just terrible. It's so sad, John. It's so sad. Because I've done so much for y'all over the years, and this is the way she treats me. It's like there's no going back from here. Do you understand? Like there's no moving forward. Like there's no way like relationship can ever be repaired with the way she has treated me.
Hello.
And the only reason is because my parents give her this pedestal to stand on. Like that's the only reason. Like the whole time we were in LA, you know, she didn't have my parents there. So she didn't have any grounds to like be nasty or like be and you know be like she didn't have any grounds. She didn't have any clout, you know. But now she comes back and she's like my mom's, and she has like ultimate support from. She doesn't really care about him. He's not even there. Did I tell you he's not there? Palo Alto in California.
It's multi-gazillionaires and they made the man move away.
So those other days, she's by herself with 4 kids. He checked out. He can't handle it. Those damn bratty kids of his, it just stressed him out so much. Like he's so stressed out that he checked out. He got a job in a different city.
Well, I mean, this is kind of like where, you know, mindfulness and meditation and yoga and religion and wisdom and, you know, shutting the fuck up, apologizing, saying you're sorry, and then shutting the fuck up. Like, people just talk too much. People are chatterboxes and they're annoying. And, you know, I call it HAPs, highly annoying people, or, you know, extremely annoying people. You know, you have to question, like, what's the purpose of your life? Is it conflict with family members or with not? Like, what is your purpose? You know, you have to do your own personal evaluation and and stop with all the gaslighting. Because
I remove myself. I don't spend any time with like really any of that.
see, the problem is all your communication with them, either it's probably everybody, but you guys are just gaslighting each other. Like, look what you said about the raising of the hands. I mean, you scratched your father's face up?
Oh, he had me on the ground. He was on top of me on the ground, on my back.
I know, but you scratched his face up, right?
I did, yeah, I did.
Well, you know, you're your own worst enemy too.
He was holding me down.
Let me ask you this: when was the last time you said I am sorry? I apologize. I was immature. I was nasty. I was angry. I was hangry. I want to tell you that I love you and I am sorry. Have those words ever come out of your mouth?
No.
Here we go! Here we go! Here we go! Here we go!
In email, like, that, you know, he didn't know, because, like, Kirk was crying wolf. Like, yeah, caused the whole thing. I'm not even that mad at my dad, you know? That's why, but he knows he was wrong. That's why he gave me the money to go do my nails, you know? And getting your nails done in Mexico and, like, a tourist town is pretty much the same price as here. So it was not cheap. Like, he handed the money, like, right over. So, yeah, but that doesn't discount the fact that he still, even though he apologized, he still doesn't yell crap about what she did. My parents don't. Neither parent. Yeah.
Life is only relationships, and there's so much conflict and friction.
So, John, you asked why I have keep those dogs. Those dogs are unconditional love, John. And
Unconditional nuisances.
they are unconditional love. They're the only thing in my life that is unconditional love. I'll tell you that. And I think for most people, because they don't judge you, they don't talk back, they're just there, they cuddle you, you know, like, so it's like people are the worst. People are the worst.
Yeah, but I mean, this is kind of like what boundaries are for. And plus, you have to understand in communication, we are constantly gaslighting each other and causing friction with insensitive, disrespectful comments, because it becomes like a psychological dopamine drip for people. And you know, your sister and your mother and your father, they all have like a toxic codependent relationship because she has how many kids? 4 kids now? I'm just saying, like, all of you have like an internal codependent toxic relationship going on. It's just not healthy. All your communication is unhealthy. It's not loving, it's not kind, it's not compassionate, it's not fun, it's not friendly.
I had my birthday, and
She's 85 years old!
I asked my dad, I said, I didn't celebrate my birthday. They were out of town on my actual birthday, but year after year, it's the same bullshit. I said, when they got back, I said, hey, are you going to celebrate my birthday? I was going to make them celebrate me. And my dad says, we celebrate you every day. Which is a no, they're not doing shit. Yeah, very toxic, John. Very toxic.
I'm going to get you a birthday book, but you have to promise me you'll read it. Otherwise, I'll never talk to you again because you're lazy and all you do is spend your time fixing shit that your dogs break.
Thank you for shopping at the Home Depot.
I'm telling you, one of your problems is you don't read books. Therefore, you've never developed a higher level of psychological intelligence. And you've essentially slow walked yourself into being written out of your parents' will. You haven't been intelligent nor strategic enough in terms of your family dynamic. Unfortunately, you've been thrown under the rug in the kingdom of the Chosen.
100%. Yeah.
You got to accept personal responsibility for your own failure. And therefore, I'm sending you a book to improve your brain because your brain hasn't improved in 20 years.
Yeah. I did buy a new book on Amazon, actually. It's by Hulda Clark, and she talks about, it's about holistic healing, actually. And all of these natural remedies that do heal like cancer and like other diseases. So yeah, I just came in the middle of it. I am going to start reading that. I'm excited about that, actually.
Well, I'm going to send you a book recommendation. I really suggest you get it. It's very smart. It will help you greatly. And look, if you improve yourself, you improve the world. And if you improve yourself and you improve the world, you're going to help your sister, who is also probably psychologically struggling. And
yeah, I mean, she married a guy who she's not attracted to. She never was. She wasn't even going to marry him. And then she went on a hike and told us like how she's like, marry him. She could never make a decision until like I mean, every decision, major decision that my sister cannot make any decisions in life. Period. So in LA,
I mean, you're making an all or nothing statement, and it could be projection. She did make a decision. She got married. She had 4 children. She could have aborted the children. I mean,
yeah, but she didn't have any other like options for her. Like she really didn't. She was dating like couples. Like she dated one recruiter loser guy. Hold on, I didn't make her phone. Either.
Yeah, I sent you 2 links. Get these books. Trust me, get these books. And it's going to help you out tremendously. And there's really no other way to help you other than for you to read books, which is called work. That's called opposite and equal reaction or karma. you can improve your brain. You can improve your body, your environment by improving your brain. It's called reading a book. Try it sometime. You might like it. You are a college graduate, you know. You are an academic. You're not this highly emotional, manipulated schmuck being pushed around. You know, read these books and reclaim your mental, emotional, psychological strength, because you're getting pushed around, and look, you're hurting people in the process. You're scratching your dad's face. Like, if my sister did that to my dad would pull 38 and blow her fucking brains out. You know?
No, John, I was on the ground with my dad on top of me, so no, that's what you're saying is not
I'm
correct.
just telling you, you got off easy. You could have been thrown in the fucking harbor.
Are you kidding? I can take my dad out myself. It's just that he does judo and he came from I'm stronger.
Oh, I know. I'm sure you could whoop his ass, but the point is, you know, your dad is a senior citizen. Your mother is now a senior citizen, and you're 85. I mean, your parents are like 136. So, you know, you've got to figure out some new. You need new knowledge. That's all I'm suggesting to you is read these books. Did you get the link? Did you get the text? Confirm it. Okay, good. Anyways, continue on with your story. Please proceed.
No, are you kidding? I mean, I could take him down actually, but the fact that he was able to knock me to the ground just shows that I need more training.
You don't need physical training to kill people or fight people. You need new psychological wisdom, knowledge to help you with the rest of your life. Clearly, you are not navigating this life in joy and, you know, swiftly. Like, you are facing obstacle after obstacle after obstacle. And look, you're getting beat up in the process. So I'm just offering you knowledge to help you become more intelligent than you have been in past versions of yourself. And there's just, you know, there's different ways of looking at all this conflict. And unfortunately, you're highly conditioned by their actions, by their communication, and you're never going to escape this vicious circle. You are in a vicious circle, and it will never stop until you develop and cultivate, you know, more knowledge and wisdom on how to proceed, because your shit ain't working, in my opinion.
It's not. Definitely not. Yeah, it's very sad. Very, very sad. There's no way. It's like beyond repair. There's just no way.
Well, you believe in personal responsibility, right?
The personal responsibility I have is
You honestly can't even tell me, yes, I believe in personal responsibility, like right away.
Oh yeah, and I'm telling you what it is. I have been so good to my mom, my sister, like best sister, you know. And you know, I mean, like my mom, like I hosted my mom's 60th birthday. Like I planned it, I organized it, like I invited her friends, like on a freaking cruise ship. You know, I hired a professional caterer, okay, and organized, like, why? Because my dad didn't want to do anything for her birthday. He didn't want to organize it. It was her 60th birthday, and she really wanted to like do something. She's like making a big deal of it. It's like a big birthday for her. So I did all of that for her, and then my 70th, she asked me to host it in my house too for like family.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, yeah, I can, you know. So I did that as well. And just like my whole life, like growing up, and I had to listen to all her grievances, counsel her for hours and days on end, you know, bitching about my dad, bitching about my dad's family, like hours and hours. I like counseled her and like you know, listened to her crap, and and tried to support her, and this is how she repays me. This bullshit. And the other same thing, you know, I could not. There's nothing that I could have done today or ever to be a better sister to her than I was. I'm her older sister.
Yeah, well, I mean,
The fact that she treats me like this, and you know, there were 3 different occasions where, this is recent, 3 different occasions that I asked her to take me to the hospital in an emergency situation, and she refused. 3 different occasions. I thought it was 2, but I talked about it last night. Oh my god, there was another one.
she's like, leave me out of your shit. I'm tired of this drama. I ain't taking you nowhere. Have a good night. Bye.
Yeah, exactly. Once
I don't blame her. I don't blame her.
And I asked her to spend the night with me that night in my house, and she also refused. She just literally left me high and dry, and I could not move. I literally could not get up off the floor, and I had never done drugs, and I did not know I had done drugs. Okay, I was not trying to do drugs. Okay, that's my point. I was not trying to do drugs, and it was like I was really messed up, and that was one time. The other time was when we were at my parents' house, and she came over and she asked me to walk her home to her house, and you know she lives like a mile away, and I was like, yeah, I can walk home. Like I was going home anyway, like with my dog, and so I was gonna go down the front, and she's like, no, let's go out the back and out the driveway on the side of the house, out the back, like through the neighbor's yard. So, and she had a stroller at the time. So I had my one dog, and she had the baby in the stroller, and she's like, no, let's go this way. So I go that way, and then the neighbor's dog came out of nowhere and was trying to attack my dog and me, basically. And so I got bit in the process, and my whole arm was bloody, and I needed to go to the emergency for that. And asked her if she would take me. She said no. And then the third time was recently, also a few months ago, that one of my dogs got in a fight with the other dog, and I had to get him off of him, you know, and I also got bit in the process. And I never called her, but my neighbors called my dad, and my dad I think was out of town or something. And my dad called my mom, who apparently called my sister. So my mom and my sister showed up pretty much at the same time. And I was all bloody. Like my finger I needed stitches or whatever. I was also really messed up. And also, same thing. I asked her to take me to the hospital. Like I couldn't even use my hands. And again, she refused 3 times, John. 3 times. Those are the 3 incidences. It's so sad. So sad.
You just keep. You're gonna have to develop a new Daniela because you're too emotionally invested. Because so much of this deals with your inheritance, and you have all this conflict surrounding it. And it's just ruining your life. Look at the way your mother treats you and the relationship you have with her. But then you're also not accepting personal responsibility for your communication. You've admitted you've never apologized or said, I'm sorry, I was immature, I was obnoxious, I was hangry. You yourself don't create bridges of peace. You're living in your own, everybody's living in their own tower, shooting arrows at each other. I say just, read these books, send me your address. I'll send you these books. I found them real cheap. And read the books and just know that you are your own worst enemy. You have no real enemies because the intelligent perspective is that you are your own worst enemy. Because your patterns with these people will never fucking change, because they won't change them, because they're fucking lazy. So, anyways, I'll send you the bill for this 50-minute consultation. Next time the price goes up, 80%.
All right, have a great day.
Okay, take care. Talk to you soon. Jesus Christ!
I'm not right, I who wait and writhe and wrestle with air that hath no bowels to nestle my body, weary of empty class, strong.
She's so cheap that she won't even spend the $5 to get the book recommendation that I sent her. And then she's so lazy, she'll never even fucking read the book if I send it to her. But sometimes I think just like having the book, it's obviously better than not having the book. But anyways, Rabono Shalom. I hope you enjoyed this segment of the Dr. John Kitover Psychotherapy Hour.
As a lion and sharp as an ass, come, oh come, I am with the loneliness of devildom. Thrust the sword through the galling fetter, all devourer, all begin. Give me the sign of the open eye and the token erect of thorny thigh and the word of madness and mystery. I am a man. Do as thou wilt, as a great God can. I am awake in the grip of the snake. The eagle slashes with beak and claw, the goats withdraw. The great beast come, I am born to death on the horn of the unicorn. I am Pan, Pan, I am thy bride, I am thy man. Do I love thy food? I am God, flesh to thy bone, flower to thy rod. With doves of steel I race on the rocks, through solstice stubborn to equinox. And I rave, and I rave, and I reap, and I rend, everlasting world without end. Mannequin made in a weak made in the might of Pan. Pan, thrill with listen, last of the light, oh man, my man, come careering out of the night of Pan, your Pan, your Pan. Come over the sea, from Sicily and from Arcadia, roaming as Bacchus with fountains and parts, and nymphs and satyrs for thy guards on a milk white ass. Come over the sea to me, to me. Come with Apollo in bridal dress, shepherdess and pythoness. Come with Artemis, silk and sure, and wash thy white thigh, beautiful God, and moon of the woods on the marble mounds, the dimpled dawn. devil got it to me. My man, come with trumpet sounding shrill. Over the hill, come with drums loaded from the spring. Come with flute and come with mine arrive. I who wait and ride and wrestle with air that have no bows to nestle. My body weary of empty grasp, strong as a lion and sharp as an asp. Come, oh come, I am numb with the lonely lust of devildom. Thrust the sword through the galling fetter, all devour, all begetter. Give me the sign of the open eye and the token erect of thorny thigh and the word of madness, a mystery. Oh, Pan, your Pan, your Pan. Your Pan, 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 Pan. I am a man. Do as thou wilt as a great God can. Your Pan, your Pan. I am awake in the grip of the snake. The eagle slashes with its death on the horn of the unicorn. I am Pan, your Pan, your Pan. I am thy mate, I am thy man, God of thy flock, I am God, flesh to thy bone, flower to thy rod, with hoofs of steel I race on the rocks, through solstice stars with equinox, and I rape and I rape and I rip and I rend, everlasting world without end. Anakin-mated man, in the might of Pan, your Pan, your Pan. I am the Pan, thrillless on lust of the light. Oh man, my man, come careering out of the night of Pan, your Pan, your Pan, your Pan, come over the sea. From Sicily and from Arcady, Romanus Bacchus with fawns and pards, and nymphs and satyrs for thy guards, and a milk white ass, come over the sea. To me, come with Apollo in bridal dress, shepherdess and pythoness. Come with Artemis, silk and shod, and wash thy white thigh, beautiful God. In the moon of the woods, on the marble mount,
The dimpled dawn of the amber found, dip the purple of passionate prayer in the crimson shrine, the scarlet snare, the soul that startles and eyes of blue, to watch thy oneness weeping through the tangled grove, the gnarled bowl out the living tree that is spirit and soul and body and brain. Come over the sea. Eopan, 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 come over the sea. Devil or God to me, my man, come with trumpets sounding shrill over the hill. Come with drums low muttering, am I not right? The lion is sharp as an axe. Come, oh come, I am numb with the lonely lust of devildom. Thrust the sword through the galling fetter, all devour all together. Give me the sign of the open eye and the token erect, a thorny thigh and the word of madness and mystery. Eopan, 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 I am a man. Do as thou wilt, as a great God can. Eopan, 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 Eopan. In the grip of the snake, the eagle slashes with beak and claw. The gods withdraw, the great beasts come. Eopan, I am born to death on the horn of the unicorn. I am Pan, Eopan, Eopan, Pan. I am thy mate, I am thy man. Go to thy flock, I am gold, I am God. Flesh to thy bone, flower to thy rod. With hooves of steel I race on the rocks. Through solstice stubborn to equinox. And I rave, and I rave, and I rip, and I ran. An everlasting world without end. Mannequin, maiden, maiden man in the might of Pan. Eopan, Eopan, Pan, Pan, Eopan.
Into Pan, through with the lissome lust of the light. Oh man, my man, come clearing out of the night of Pan, Eopan, Eopan, Eopan. Come over the sea. From Sicily and from Arcadian sensators, for thy girds on a milk-white ass, come over the sea to me, to me. Come with Apollo in bridal dress, chivalrous and pythoness. Come with hearts shore and wash thy white thigh. Beautiful God in the moon of the woods, on the marble mounds, the temple dawn of the ember found, to the purple passionate prayer. In the crimson shrine, the scarlet stare, the soul that startles delight.